that this video took so long. It took so much time. In the beginning, before when I was even starting this video, I didn't even start it until I don't even remember. And then when I finally got it finished, I was able to upload it, but then there was this editing error in the middle, in the beginning portion of it. And that made me so damn mad that I felt like I wasn't going to be able to get this video out. But here it is now, finally out. And I'm already happy that it's now finally and officially done. I don't have to be constantly smacking myself in the face because of all this. The editing now is finally done, and now I can get this over with. So, enjoy the video. Oh, hello there. The headmistress isn't here today, so I'm the headmistress for the day. I know. I called you here for a reason. I have some exciting stuff to share because I made a few dorm hacks one day and wish to show you all exactly what I did. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Quick little editor's note, guys. Sorry if I sound like I just woke up. I just woke up, and this is me recording this a couple of days later after I recorded the original stuff. Now, I just want to say it. Let me get to it real quick. It may look like I have enough diamonds, but I'm actually dirt broke. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that before we get into the video. Yeah. So these dorm hacks are going to require a few items that you probably have not gotten yet. And it's important that you guys get these items, which you're going to need the... Where is it? Somewhere. The Castle Dreams built-in bookshelf. You're going to need at least a few of those. And you're going to need an accent wall. There's I have 16 of these. I have 8. What? I don't know how many I had of those. Okay. But, yeah, you're going to need those 2. I have a lot of these, so we're good. We're going to need this and an accent wall. Like I said. Now, the fun part of this is that you can color the accent wall using a fabric. I figured this out a while ago, that you can do that. I'm going to find a random fabric that I'm going to use. I'll just use one of those free sparkles. Because that's the only kind of fabric that free players can use at this point. So I'll just use one of those. And the fun part of this, it can color the back part of the wall when this is up against the wall. You gotta now push this against the wall. I always push it against the wall up to this piece right here, the wall piece. Just checking to make sure it doesn't look crooked, because if it looks crooked, then it's gonna ruin everything. And then we push it up to the wall. We first actually put the wall, try to get in the middle. But it never gets in the actual middle, it just goes in. Is it in the exact middle? It doesn't matter if it's in the exact middle, actually. You just gotta have it against the wall. Actually, you should have put this wall piece against the wall first. Because now it's a part of the actual wall. Now put that back into place. And we're gonna try to get it to a good point to where it's like against the wall. Size this up if you haven't done that already. And yeah, now it's actually a pushed-in wall. Like a little pushed-in bookcase. Of course, color the outside of it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I'm going to leave it white. And there, you got a little bookshelf that you can put books on. And it's cute, too. And if you want to push it in a few more and make it so you don't want to put anything on it, then that's totally fine. It can act as a budget window. Just as long as you put something to make it go a long ways. This next build hack requires you to have the fireplace from Winter, the Hearthstone log cozy fireplace, as well as a wall. You know, actually a lot of these have accent walls attached to it, but honestly it doesn't matter. And also the Teen Dreams platform on Toggle 1. Let's move that. This is one of the many dorm hacks that I've used before, so I know what I'm doing. First, you gotta make sure it's in the middle. Like, it's hard to get the exact middle, so we're just gonna have to duke it out. We're just gonna have to duke it out later. And then we push this in. Or at least have it out enough just so that there is enough there. Now put the wall, and try to get it in the middle at least. Try to get it in the middle at least. That's all I can say, is try to get it in the middle, and if it doesn't work, then that's fine. It has to be like up against it, like literally almost touching it. Like almost touching it. And what you're going to want to do is try to get it in the middle at least, and then size that bad boy up. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if it's sticking out. You can always cover these walls up with those little bookshelves, the castle, I can't remember the name of it. Something bookshelf. That's what they are. And again, try to get this fireplace in the exact middle, or exactly where you like it, and you have a little fireplace. Now, you can choose any toggle you want. I just left it at this toggle because it's the first toggle that came to mind. I didn't originally add this into the video. Also, I apologize if I look super weird. I am in a different outfit. But I have another dorm hack I didn't put into the original clips with the video, so this will be added on. This hack is a ottoman hack. What you need is the windowsill bench. Now this, you have to tinker with it, but you will also need the secret fairy nightstand. And it depends on the toggle that you use, whichever toggle you use will depend on how many of these little things you need. For me, it's 3. I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. The hack that I did. Because I have a dorm that I'm working on right now that has this hack in that. And it's this one. Give it a second. But it's this one. With the bed, it's right here. For you, you have to tinker with it. I had to tinker with it a lot. I had made this last night. But I had done it previously in a previous dorm that I no longer have. But that's exactly how you would do it normally. But again, like I said, you need to tinker with it. And if you need to put on those little shiny handles, you'll need those for sure. Because from here, it takes at least, like, if you put it like down in the ground, so the other dresser, the other drawers are no longer showing on the thing. So it's like this. And you can sit on it. And it's close to the bed, so that's one of those things. You have to have it close to a bed. That's why I said ottoman. It's an ottoman. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that because I know I forgot and I was a bit of an idiot for not remembering to do that. So, just wanted to put that in there before we get to the last dorm hack. This next hack is a bed hack that I found a while ago when I was making a vampire dorm. I don't have it anymore. You're going to need the Teen Dreams platform, and you're going to need to have it on toggle 27. And then size that bad boy up. Just size it up, and then move it downwards till you're at the desired height you want it at. I'm going to do it at this height. Because that's how I remembered it was. And what you want to do is, of course, grab one of those bookshelves. The Castle Dreams built-in bookshelf. You're going to need at least 2 of them to cover up the walls. Because you don't want anyone to see the backside. Unless you like people seeing the backside of your dorm and seeing that you didn't finish it. Joke. But you want to cover those bad boys up. Like, really cover them up. And make sure there's nothing like peeking in the bookshelf. You can actually use these bookshelves to, well, house books. Of course, you want to put them down into the Teen Dreams platform because it's not, you don't want to see the little mantle part, the crown molding. And of course, do the same thing on the other side. Because you are not gonna like it. Make sure it's up against the wall. Like on that side. And then up against the wall on this side. And bump it down a little. And if you're not sure, just move this against it and you'll see exactly if it's correct or not. And if it's not, then, well, you can fix it totally. Now moving on to the actual bed hack. We need to cover those up because this is going to require a wall at the back. Or if you want to get fancy and make a window, you can use a window hack. But we're going to use a wall for now because I'm not taking that time to make a window. I'm too fucking lazy. You gotta make sure that thing is way up against that handle. Like way against it, and just boom. Just do that, and there we go. Now you've got a wall on there. Now what you're going to get is the window. The windowsill, and then what you're going to do is, again, you're going to first turn it long ways. You're going to turn it long ways, and then you're going to size it up. And once you are satisfied with the size doesn't... I was going to make a joke there, but I don't want to. And then you put it down into the floor. To a point where you can still get up onto it, like an actual bed would let you. And then you're going to grab the mattress on the floor. And you're also going to size that up. And then it actually makes a functional bed. Now you've got an actual functional bed. And it works. Right here. You get to see this, and you get to fall asleep on something that's this thing. Also, I should mention to push this in to the wall a little bit so you don't see the little stuff. Yeah, push it into the wall. This next hack is a ceiling hack, and it only requires one item. It's the Teen Dreams platform. And you're going to want it on toggle 27. And for this, you're going to have to exit your dorm, because this is going to get crazy, because you're going to have to size this bad boy up. I've done this multiple times. Make sure this is not leaking out onto your front porch, because people then will get suspicious. But do make sure it's inside of this. Just make sure it is. And then push it upwards. It'll go upwards as a ceiling. Because sometimes you don't want to see that little crusty square in the middle of your ceiling. I've done this ceiling millions of times. I know that, well, not millions of times, I guess, but like a few times. Just keep pushing it upwards until you see that it's reached the top. And if it's not at the desired height that you wanted, then you can always just move it down where it's now. Just color it whatever you want. Or you could color it the color that the mantle was, the ceiling, whatever it was. And now you have your own ceiling. This last hack is a little garden hack. I did this once. You're going to need an accent floor, or, well, ceiling, floor/ceiling, a tree, the cherry blossom tree on toggle. Does depend on how big you want your tree to be. On toggle 4. It would be on toggle 4, but you can choose whatever toggle you want. You're also going to need hedges. If you have the diamonds to get hedges, then get them. You're going to need these castle hedges. And they're going to be need to be on a specific toggle so you can go through them. On the first toggle or whatever. How many toggles there are for this. you will need to have it so you can go through it whenever you want. Except on this side if you wanted to. On the balcony side. Same for the garden spiral hedge. Castle garden spiral hedge. But it's the opposite. I'm not going to make this because this will be your interpretations however you want it to be. Also, if you want to, you can add flowers. You can add these little flower pots or the little lilies or something. Again, it's all up to your interpretation of how you do that little garden. And it can be on the other side too if you want to. It doesn't matter which side you put it on. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I cannot believe that after all this time I had so many dorm hacks for you guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!